skill. 1. Unless you practice the skill, your brain will think it's useless and forget it. 2. You only have to know 20% of the knowledge to master 80% of the skill. So I guess we could just move on. This is called the learning curve. It's a graph of how good you get at a skill over time. As you can see, just by practicing a little bit, you can make a lot of progress in the beginning. But you have to practice. No one ever learned how to tie a tie by watching how to tie a tie. You only learn how to tie a tie by watching how to tie a tie while tying a tie. The same applies to reading. Books only make you smart if you give your brain a reason to remember the stuff in the book. So once you read the chapter on cleaning a bedroom, go ahead and clean a bedroom. Doesn't even have to be your bedroom. Just clean one, and now you'll never forget it. But let's just imagine that's something that you can't practice right now. Like, imagine you're reading a book about cars, and then you see this diagram of how to jumpstart a dead car with a good car. Ideally, you'll read about it, and then go practice it. But not everyone has 2 cars lying around to practice on. But you can still practice it by just imagining. Imagine the moment where you'll need to know how to jumpstart a car. Put yourself in the situation, find a video, and pretend that's your car. By imagining the whole process from start to finish, you just convinced your brain that you used all that information, and now you'll remember it. Meanwhile, the person who just looked at the diagram and tried to memorize it still won't know what to do if they ever had to jumpstart a car. This is how you get smart. Use everything you learn, and if you can't, imagine yourself in the moment where it'll be useful. This is basically how the entire school system works. You learn a piece of information, and because it'll be like 15 years before you actually use it, your teacher creates an imaginary situation where that information is useful. That is, a test. An exam that has questions on that exact piece of information, and if you get it wrong, you fail. Or in South Korea, you get prison time. Just kidding, that's only if you cheat. This is usually enough to make your brain at least attempt to remember the information. The only problem is, once the test is over, your brain says it's not useful anymore, and you forget it. Some people think repetition, or spaced repetition, or studying in intervals, or mind mapping will help them get better grades and learn faster. But in reality, doing practice questions will give you the most results, because they simulate the actual situation in which you'll need to use what you learned. If you don't have any practice questions, make your own, and convince yourself that the stakes are high. Like, pretend that you're hanging off a cliff by one arm, and someone's there to pull you up, but only if you can name all the parts of a human cell. Learning information and making it seem useful to your brain is all you need to get smart. And this is why textbooks are the S-tier format for becoming smart as fast as possible. There's no fluff, no hand-holding, no distraction.